Welcome back. 9:15 is your time. Just the thought of buying a home causes some people to just break out in a cold sweat. But our next guest says, just breathe, keep calm. It's just real estate. Radio personality, host of HGTV's Property Virgins, and first-time author, Sherrod, joins us with her no stress guide to buying a home. Congratulations, by the way.
Karen. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
This is fantastic.
I know.
First of all, is it true that you cried when you bought your first house?
It is true. You did read the book.
I did read the book.
Oh my goodness, that's
did.
deep in the book. So I know you had to read the book to get that one. I cried. I was 23 years old when I purchased my first house. My mom came with me. I got the keys, and when I opened the door, not only did I cry, I kissed the hardwood floor. I mean, the reality that I owned a piece of the earth.
Yeah.
I want that for everybody. That's why I wrote the book, because unfortunately, and it breaks my heart, I get emails and people asking for advice and telling me stories all the time, and the horrors that they experience through their home buying process sort of, it scares them out of doing it again. And then someone else hears their horror story and says, well, I can't do it. I'm not messing with it. I'll be a renter for the rest of my life. No, your home buying experience should be pleasurable. When you get your keys, you should be happy. Your blood pressure should not be through the roof. Keep calm. It's just real estate.
I love that. We're going to get to the book in a second. 12 years on HGTV, Property Virgins.
12 seasons.
12 seasons,
we just wrapped up 12 season here in Atlanta. Yes.
Congratulations on that. New venture for you.
256 episodes.
And some extent. You're going to do some other things as well?
We start a new series on Tuesday. I'm not allowed to talk
that's
about
okay,
it yet,
but you heard it
I'm
first.
super excited.
You got a
yes,
hint here on Good Day Atlanta. So let's go back to the book. Here's the thing. You just mentioned people get excited. There's an emotional surge to buying your first house. You understand the emotions that are involved. Sometimes your brain goes
it's
right
a roller
out the window.
coaster.
But you said first and foremost, you got to be flexible.
Yes, be flexible. You know, people go into it sometimes with, these are my list of must-haves, and I will not accept anything different. Unfortunately, their budget doesn't always allow for them to accomplish everything on their wish list. And sometimes you got to think outside the box. Maybe you had one house in mind, but another house will really suit your needs. So always remain flexible, and you'll be successful.
You mentioned the budget. Know the budget, I guess. Know what your boundaries are, what you're comfortable with.
Well, sometimes a bank will pre-approve you for more. It doesn't mean you have to spend it all, because there's nothing worse than going into your first house poor. Have you ever walked into someone's house and they have no furniture?
Or food.
Or food, right, because they spent it all on their mortgage. So you want to find that comfort zone. Really break down what your monthly output is going to be. And remember, there are different expenses that come now with home ownership.
That includes furniture, because people forget that. Yeah, they do forget
and landscaping, and you want to put away a maintenance fund as well. So those are all the things you have to consider.
Before you even get to that point, you say inspection, inspection, inspection. Do not overlook that.
It's not worth making the biggest purchase of your life and skipping for a few $100s the inspection, because I look at it, you know, I compare it kind of to football, and I say that your agent is your quarterback and your mortgage person is your running back, but your inspector is your wide receiver. Okay, they're going to catch all the things that everybody else doesn't catch, that you and I wouldn't catch with our naked eye. And for $300, it's worth it. Otherwise, you could be buying a lemon. You don't want to do that. Have you seen the movie Money Pit?
Yes,
okay.
I have.
You don't want that.
That's really good advice. And you mentioned you bought your first house at 23 years old. However, you say one of the things you don't want people to do is buy too young.
Okay, I was different.
Okay.
I grew up with real estate in my blood. I knew that real estate was the foundation of wealth. Real estate brokers throughout my family. I wanted my money to make money for me. So I went in as an investor flipping properties. That's how I got started before I was even licensed. I don't want to discourage people from buying young, because millennials are actually the biggest group of people fueling this upcoming spring market. That's 23 to 26-year-olds. That's amazing. What I'm saying is, if you're going to buy young, there are a few things that you do want to consider. You don't necessarily want to buy with anyone else. Now, we're doing a lot of cohabitating, but you don't want to mingle, you know, your funds. Sometimes you're not married, because our relationship with the mortgage company lasts a lot longer than sometimes our own personal relationships. So that's one to consider. The other thing is, buy someplace that's easily rentable, because when you're young, you're going to do a lot of moving around. Job, love life, who knows? You want to make sure that if you have to pick up and go, you can rent it out and you won't lose big.
You kind of brushed on our last point, which is don't buy with the boyfriend, girlfriend. Because like you said, the house may last longer than the relationship.
I can't tell you how many times it happened. I had a poor client in my real estate business, a poor client who fell out of love and wanted to move on with his life, but she made it a living heck, because she said, nope, I'm not going to let you sell the house. And they went under. Unfortunately, they went into foreclosure. He refused to pay while she was living in it, and she refused to pay, but she wouldn't let him sell it. That was her get back. So it's sad how ugly things can get when breakups happen. You don't want your finances to be tied into it.
Don't mingle it with your money.
All in the book.
And here's the thing, we just kind of brushed the surface. This book has so many great thoughts and ideas, and it's listed. I'm the type of person, just let me just check it off.
Me too.
You made it so simple for someone like me who may consider buying a house again.
That was the idea of the book, is to keep it simple, layman's terms, so everyone can understand. And I want everyone to feel empowered after they read the book. Not just, oh, now I get it, but I get it so much that I can go explain it to 10 other people and tell them that they too can be homeowners. Keep calm. It's just real estate.
It's just real estate. Take a chill pill too. Hey, we want to thank Running Press and that's in the book, by the way. Take a chill pill, that's in the book. We want to thank Running Press and HGTV for helping and coordinating today's segment. By the way, Egypt Sherrod is going to be signing copies of her new book, Keep Calm, It's Just Real Estate. Tonight at Barnes & Noble. That's in the 2900 block of Peachtree Road. Tonight at 7 o'clock. For more information on Egypt, you can just log into our website, myfoxatlanta.com, and click on the Good Day tab. You're always fabulous.
Thank you, and I love your necklace. I need it in my life.
Thank you. 9:21 is your time. Let's check back in with Fox 5's